Hey guys, so long time no see. I have probably been the sickest I have ever been in my whole life. I've had some pretty nasty stomach bugs. I had strep throat back in December of 2017. But even that did not last as long as this. And as you can hear, I'm still not 100%. My voice is still raspy. I had actually completely lost my voice. It was bad. It started on the Sunday night, which was the 20th. There goes Riley. He just used the litter box, and a lot of times he will do that after he uses the litter box. I don't know. Anyways, it started with a cough on the Sunday, and by the end of Sunday night, my throat was getting sore. And I, at first, just thought it was from me coughing so much. I get coughing spells sometimes with my lung problems. So I just thought it was that. Went to bed early to get some good rest. Got up on Monday and felt worse. And so I quickly filmed my sponsor child update video, got some breakfast, and ended up going back to bed. And I pretty much was in bed all day. I think I finally got up around 1 to try and eat something. And by then my throat was really sore. It was extremely painful to swallow. And I felt 10 times worse. I felt like I had been hit by a truck. So I immediately called my work and let them know I wouldn't be in the next day. I was really sick. So anyways, fast forward to the next day, which was Tuesday. Got up feeling even worse. My throat felt so swollen that my breathing was extremely wheezy, and it was so sore that I could barely swallow. I could not eat anything. I had zero appetite. I started getting chills, body aches, congestion, and I knew that like a cough and congestion didn't really go with strep throat, but I knew from having strep throat 2 years ago how it feels. Like it's so different than a regular sore throat that you get with the cold. And I was like, I really suspected that I may have a combination of some type of virus as well as strep throat. And I did tons of like Googling if that's even possible, and it is. It's rare, but it's possible. And with the way my immune system is, I figured it was possibly that. So I called first thing in the morning to get a house call doctor to come to our house because I could not. It was a really cold day and the weather was not that great, and I felt like crap, and I was like, I cannot get out to go to the doctor. I mean, we have a walk-in clinic 5 minutes from here, but I couldn't even muster up the energy to walk there. So I called for a house call doctor, and the earliest available appointment they had was sometime between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. So I tried calling around to some other house call doctors. They didn't have anything until later in the week or the following week. And they're like, do you think you can wait till then? And I'm thinking like, they could barely understand me on the phone because I couldn't really talk. And I'm like, does it sound like I can wait? So I was like, forget it. I'll just stick with the other one. I'll just sleep most of the day and whatever. So called in sick again for the Wednesday, and finally the doctor came at like 2 in the morning. She couldn't see that well in the back of my throat, but she said it did look red. It did sound like strep throat. If I wanted to be sure, I should go to my family doctor the next day and get a swabbing. But she said she could go ahead and prescribe the antibiotics for me to start if I wanted to. It was up to me. I just asked for the antibiotics because I really truly felt the way I was feeling that it was strep throat. So Alex went into work a little bit later the next morning so that he could get my meds, my antibiotic on the Wednesday morning so that I could start it right away and not have to wait until nighttime when he came home from work. Anyways, so it was strep throat, but I also had a lot of like flu cold symptoms on top of it that prolonged. Like my throat finally felt better on, I would say, Saturday. So after I had about 2 doses of the antibiotic, I started to notice a slight improvement. And then by the third, after the 3rd dose is when I noticed that my sore throat was almost completely gone. But what then progressed was my cough came back, because my cough had kind of gone away a bit for a couple of days. But then my cough came back and I had major congestion in my throat, in my nose. I was like coughing up nastiness. Like it was awful. And I just had zero energy because I had zero appetite and was literally on liquids mostly. And I would have maybe a smoothie in the morning so that I could get some nutrients in. And then Alex would make me soup for dinner. And that's all I was having. Like that's all I could stomach eating. And the rest of the time was liquids. And it's pretty much been like that until today. And so I stayed home again today. I was in bed again pretty much all Monday, yesterday, and today. And today I've been experiencing some nausea, which I get hit with that quite often from just general lupus stuff. But I think right now it's mostly because of the fact that I haven't really eaten that much in like over a week. So today I've been trying to eat as much as I can to try to give me some energy, to get my strength back so that I can get back to work either tomorrow or Friday. Yeah, so it's been a heck of a week and a bit. Like I just feel bleh. So that's why I haven't done any videos, obviously. But as you can see, I'm finally on here to announce the winners of the giveaway. If you have seen my community post, you will see that I have also been laid off from my job. And contrary to what I first thought, which is I got the email. She sent the email Friday night. I got it early Saturday morning is when I checked my email. She sent the email saying they were going a different direction for childcare and unfortunately had to end my employment with them, that my last day of work would be February 8th, but they are going to pay me up until February 22nd. I was like completely shocked and devastated. I thought that it had to do with me calling in sick and missing too many days. So when I replied, I, discussed that. And they reassured me that it had nothing to do with me, missing days due to my health. It had nothing to do with that at all. They assured me that I had done nothing wrong, that they were so happy to have had me as a nanny all these years. They assured me that, I could not have done anything different. It wasn't anything I've done. Ultimately, what happened is their situation has changed, and instead of needing a part-time nanny, they need a full-time nanny. And they know that health-wise, it's not something that's feasible for me. And so, you know, they just said it was a really hard decision, because since September, the days have actually been split between me and another nanny that they have. This nanny originally started by watching the girls on Thursday afternoons, I think, like from 3 on. And they got her to do that because they knew it wasn't worth it for me to travel like an hour to work for like 2 or 3 hours on a Thursday. So they had this nanny coming on Thursday afternoons. Then in the fall, the course load went up. Margaret's mom is a professor at a university, and her course load went up to full-time, and because usually she was working part-time. And so in the fall, she had asked me to stay at 2 days per week, and she would have the other nanny come 2 days per week, because if she bumped me up to 3 days per week, she wasn't sure she could get someone to, to just come for 1 day a week. So this way it would be 2 and 2. And she said if it came to the point where they needed 5 days a week, they would bump me up to 3 and have the other come 2. And so that's kind of where the new year had started off, with me doing 1 full day, 2 half days, because Annie's in preschool in the mornings now, on 2 days a week. So I would pick her up from preschool and do the rest of the day. And then the other nanny was coming 2 days, but I guess they kind of, I guess they just came to the conclusion that it would be easier to just have one person do all 5 days, maybe possibly cheaper for them. I don't know. But anyways, it had nothing to do with anything I had done. It had nothing to do with my sick days. So that's that. So it sucks. I had hoped that I would be there until Annie went to school full time, which would be in about 1.5 years. So I thought I had like 1.5 years with them, but now I only have like 1.5 weeks because I'm still away sick. So yeah, it's looking like I'll basically, if I go to work tomorrow, I'll have 5 days left. If I don't, then it'll be 4 days, because it'll be Friday and then 3 days next week. So it sucks. I'm sad. A little stressed about having to find another job sooner than I expected. I've been lucky in the past, though, finding part-time jobs that work with me. This is not the first part-time nanny job I have had that worked with and around my health and doctor's appointments and things like that. There was Jeremy, there was Ben, Jillian. So I've had a few. So I'm just trying to think positive and just hope and pray that God will lead me in the direction of another great part-time job that works as well. And so we'll see. In the meantime, I can collect EI, which is great. At least I've been paying into that, so we won't be without income on my end while I look for a new job. So, and at least I'm being paid until practically the end of the month, so that helps a lot too. Anyways, I'm gonna get to the giveaway. Sorry for the ramble. I just wanted to give you guys this update. And anyways, we will get to the drawing now because my voice is getting tired already. And my breathing is not the greatest either with all of the things that have been going on here with my health. Yeah. Anyways, let's get to it. So I'm going to be drawing 4 winners. And I don't know if I can just do like pick winner 4 times and it'll show all 4 winners. I might have to do one at a time and write down their info. So I may have to pause in between picking a winner. I'm trying to do this in a way that doesn't show the winner's email addresses because I want to protect their privacy. Basically, how this is going to work is all 4 winners, I will be forwarding your email address onto the owners of the IAC doll show, and they will contact you via email to get your shipping information to ship you your pass to the show. So there's going to be 1 3-day pass per winner. I think next month when I do the giveaway, I'm going to give out sets of passes because I'll have 4 to give away. So I can give sets of 2 so that you can bring a friend. I think that's how I'm going to do it next month. But this time it's just going to be for individual winners. So here we go. I just click on this button and it will show the winner. Okay, and it's come up with invalid. So let's try again. Oh, okay, it does go ahead and do, okay. So I won't have to pause in between. Okay, so Megan, congratulations, you're a winner. Let's do, so we're going to scrap invalid because clearly that doesn't have an email for me or anything. I don't know what happened there. So we'll do 3 more winners. Diana June, congratulations. Erica Howlett. And 1 more. Anna Vigilante. I hope I'm saying that right. Okay, guys, so there's our 4 winners. Megan, Diana, Erica, and Anna. Congratulations. You will be contacted shortly by the owners of the show, which is either going to be Diane or Travis. They will be contacting you to get your shipping information and ship you your 3-day conference passes. I hope you will use them. I had asked people to only enter if they knew for sure they could attend the show so that the tickets do get used. So anyways, yeah, I hope that I will see you guys there at the show and that I'll get to meet you guys. Okay, guys, I am like getting exhausted already from this. So, okay, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for your support. Congratulations to the winners, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.